Hi, this is Tara from the Outpost on Market Street here, and we are doing a workshop Wednesday. We are here with Lisa Domenico with, what is your business name?
Handcrafting Memories with Lisa.
And Lisa has a really great craft that you can buy as a kit here at the Outpost, and she just wants to show you today how to put it together. And if you're excited, like I am, to do one of these really great 12 Days of Christmas calendars, you could come on in and get your kit starting probably next week, right?
Yeah.
Wednesday of next week, they'll be ready to go. And then you can just rewatch this and follow along, and it would be great. So, can Tessa hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, good. My daughter's helping me with the video today, and we're going to go ahead and show you how to do this. We have an example right here of our 12 Days of Christmas, and Lisa has all of the items cut out and ready to go. She said the embellishments will be a little different for each kit, but she'll have them ready to go for you to go ahead and do. So I'm going to let Lisa go ahead and start.
Okay, so we're going to take a piece of chipboard and we're going to cover it with some designer paper and some cardstock to give it a nice background. I have the pieces cut. In your kit, you will get the piece of chipboard, the 12 by 12 piece of either cardstock or designer series paper. Just going to depend on what matches and what goes. So I have these pieces cut. They're a 2-inch by 12-inch piece, scored in half. We're going to put those around the outside edges of the chipboard. And because this is just slightly bigger than 12 by 12, we're going to start at each corner, and as we rotate around, we're going to cover to the edge, and then there's going to be a little gap, and you'll see as we work our way around how they're going to cover. So I'm using some permanent glue that will be available at the Outpost, and you just want a nice thin line. You don't need a lot of glue. This glue is has a very high adhesive content to it, so it is rather permanent once you put your paper on whatever you are adhering it to. So we are just going to take these pieces and we are just going to slide it to the edge there, and we're just going to work our way around. And you want to make sure that you push down so that the crease is right on the edge of that piece of chipboard. And then you're just going to take your fingers and you're going to flatten it out, and you're going to flip it over and do the same in the back. I do have a bone folder, but in each kit you will have a thick popsicle stick.
Those are helpful.
That way, if you don't have a bone folder or something that has a nice firm flat edge to it, you'll have something, because as we move along with the project, there's going to be some creasing that you're going to want to make tight. So you can see I covered that edge a little bit, and we're just, again, I'm pushing along the crease so that the crease is right up against the edge of that chipboard piece. And we're just rotating our way around. These will also be pre-scored for you so that you don't have to figure out how to do that. You can fold them in half. However, sometimes you don't get a clean fold, and when you're trying to wrap it around something, it's easier to have them pre-creased. So we're just working our way. This paper came from the Gingerbread Man Creative Memories collection, but all of the kits will be different. So there'll be all different kinds of paper and embellishments in each one. So you'll have choices. And if you have more than one person that you're doing the 12 Days of Christmas Advent calendar for, there'll be choices. There may be a few that are the same, but
It's kind of nice to have different ones anyway.
it is nice to have different ones. So, and we're just putting these here on the edge to give this a nice decorative edge. And you can see there's a little gap, but it's covered because we started at the very edge of that piece. So you just make your way around the 4 edges and you just make sure everything's creased. And really, it's somewhat double-sided because it looks the same on both sides. It just depends on how you want to have it, and also how you want it for when you're finished product, the words and how they're set on the page. So then we're going to take the 12 by 12 piece and we're just going to put some glue around the edge of that. You want to make sure you get your corners pretty good because you don't want them lifting. The glue will also be available in these small squeezable bottles for purchase, or if you have craft glue at home, you can use what you have. You do want something though that's going to, 1, work for paper, and 2, is going to have and you can see how I'm not doing thick beads of glue. They're rather thin, and then it's not a coverall either. I'm just using a little bit of glue. I should have picked a darker
in there. That's okay.
background piece. I wasn't thinking that. So you're just gonna, and it'll move around. You have a little bit of wiggle room for a few seconds with this glue, but you just want to make sure that it's centered over that. And then I'm just going to take my bone folder and just kind of flatten it out. That way I am sure that the glue and my sleeve just knocked some of my numbers on the floor. So I'm going to make that. Okay, so that's ready for us to put our pockets on. So we're going to set that aside and we're going to begin working on our pockets. The pockets will be pre-cut for you. They will come like this. There will be 12 of them, and they will most likely be double-sided. Sometimes they may be, like on my example, they're solid colored cardstock, but for this one I liked the idea of a solid background with colored envelopes. So you're just going to, they fold up nice and easy. They're rather small, and what I do is take a little bit of glue on the edge here, and then I bring this flap down and I put just a touch of glue on the edge there because you don't want to glue this piece of paper to the back side. And then we're going to put another bead of glue right here along the edge. And you can put a little here as well. And then you're going to close the flap on top because you want it to look like an envelope. So you're just going to push down, and you want to make sure that your envelope isn't glued to itself on the inside. So just make sure that it's opened a little bit. And then you're going to just set that aside and you're going to let that dry. And you're going to work on all the other envelopes as well. So this one, they're all, like I said, they're all different. When you use double-sided paper, it's fun to see what different designs you can get. So we're gonna fold this up, and we will fold this down. And like I said, they're all creased. So then you just have to go through and make your folds. Now you can also use an adhesive in a tape runner style like this. This is permanent adhesive. With permanent adhesive, there's not much forgiveness. So in a project like this where you know it's exact, it's nice to use this. Plus it gives it a little firm hold. So you just want to do a line along the edge there. And I do a little bit there to make sure that that sticks down for me. And then I do another bead along here. Because these pockets, you want to make sure that they're secure enough that you can put a little something in them. You can put candy, you can put a little note, you could do little notes to have the person find something like a scavenger hunt. So there's all sorts of things that you can put in these little envelopes. So let's do this side now. Just do a bunch of different colors.
And Lisa, do you have the tape that you're using here available to purchase as well, or?
Yes, I do have the tape available to purchase as well. The tape comes from a company called Creative Memories. Again, that's where this designer series paper came from.
But you can use your regular glue from home. You
Yes,
don't have to,
you
but
can
you know,
use your regular
there are some
glue.
people who really like to do these kind of crafts, and they're also kind of asking about whether or not the tape and various things are here as well. So
Yes.
you can purchase all of the things. They don't come in the kit, but you can purchase them here.
Yes, you can purchase them here.
And the ladies here, I just want to say, have a group. It's called the Paper Patch Crafters Group. And they meet once a month to make some really great little crafting ideas here. And anyone is welcome to come and attend. And they have little kits here that you can kind of put together here. Or if you're already working on something, they just want to invite you to come and be with other people, like-minded crafters, and that like to craft or make creative things. And they have a whole day where they just meet and then they have a good time. And they did just meet this past Saturday. They had a really great time.
It was a lot of fun. We had a full house. We had lots of fun snacks. We did 2 projects. We did a card that holds recipes, and then we did a card box. It's a gift. It's a card that has a box inside of it. It was really fun. I will have some of those available in the shop if you need a fun way to give a gift. They fit all sorts of things, from a little notepad and pen, a gift card, like a nice pair of Christmas socks, really whatever your imagination can think of. They're great for hot cocoa packets, or a couple packs of tea and some honey sticks.
And for that teen that doesn't necessarily want you to get them a gift, they just want money or a gift card. I always hate my nephews always ask for a gift card. They don't want me buying anything for them. And it just doesn't feel like Christmas when...
No, it doesn't. I'm the same way. It's like, oh, I can't wrap a gift card. But with these boxes, it makes it kind of fun because then you can put a little something in with the gift card as well. You can put a little note. You could put a picture, a flat ornament. Absolutely. You can add some little fun items to your gift card they wouldn't be expecting. Now you'll notice I'm using my bone folder here, and the tool that I will include in your kits will do the same. What I'm doing is burnishing, and that just means that I am creasing those edges so that they are tight, so that when you place your envelopes onto the back, they will lay flat. So these were the first couple I did, and I didn't actually do that. So we are halfway done with our little envelopes. So we'll finish here real quick. As you can see, they don't take much to put together. This is a fun project that you can do in front of the TV. If you can have a couple of friends over and get together and everybody do an advent calendar. That's the wonderful part about paper crafting is it's not just about the project or the supplies, it's about the fellowship and the fun. And that's why we have Paper Patch Crafters, because it's people who love paper and all the fun things that come with it. You can make all sorts of things. So,
how much will these kits be, Lisa?
These kits will be $14.99.
Okay.
They will include all of the pieces and parts you see here. So I need another green.
This is a nice idea. And
yes.
It's the 12 days before Christmas.
Yes.
It's the countdown.
It's the countdown. So if you've missed, I know that Advent calendars come out early. I started seeing them in October, and sometimes they sell out fast. So if you've missed your opportunity with that, then you can come in and make your own and be creative and come up with your own projects.
Will you have some put together for sale here as well, Lisa?
Yes, I will have, for those people who are not thinking that paper crafting is as fun as I do, there will be, and see, I just did that. This one's going to be odd man out because I put the adhesive on the wrong. In the paper crafting world, there's no mistakes. There's only room for embellishment.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep going here. And
thank you, everyone, for watching. We're really so happy to be able to bring you this craft. And every workshop Wednesday, we do want to try and do a craft from a different vendor that we have here at the Outpost. We just want to lift everybody up and show all of their talents, because every crafter is unique and has their own special gifts. So that's what the Workshop Wednesdays are for. And we do have these craft kits here that you can come on in and get. If you wanted any of them shipped, I will figure out a way to get it to you as well, because these are really great little ideas. So you can always comment below and see if you would like me to try and get it shipped out to you, or you can pop on in and grab it.
yeah, this kit would definitely be shippable, I would think.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Yeah.
And it is a cute little idea, and something very easy to do. I mean, goodness gracious. You could put like little notes from Santa in them for the little ones. You could put small dollars for the older ones, you know.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of things that you can definitely do. Oh yeah, the notes from the Christmas elf would be a nice idea.
Absolutely, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of all different. These would also make great. You could slip like if you make like little cutout cookies, you could slip a little cookie in there.
Oh, that's true.
I know one of our vendors here, she does smaller cookies. It would be fun to slip a cookie in there.
Yeah, you could also do like little candies.
Yes.
Like the flat bars.
Yeah. Or like the is it the Ghirardelli? The ones that they have all different flavors. They're mint.
Yeah.
They always have holiday flavors for every holiday.
Yeah, that would be nice. These are nice for neighbors as well. Instead of giving cards,
absolutely,
you could give this as a gift to a neighbor. If you one more.
Look at that. Yeah, you could definitely do them as a gift for a neighbor. I meant to do that one on this side. We'll have. So yes, fun gift giving ideas, and something homemade, something that you spent time to make.
And it makes it, but it may be homemade, but it doesn't like scream homemade.
Right. Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like sometimes you can tell, and
Yeah.
you know, it's either when a kid gives it or you know. But this is always a really nice idea to give to a teacher.
Yes. And actually, kids can do these, as you mentioned, and sometimes kids want to do gifts for parents. So this might be a fun thing for children to do for a parent or a grandparent. They could put, if they gave it to a grandparent, they could put a picture in it.
That's a nice idea.
One picture in each, so you could do like a picture for each month of the year, or what else could you do?
And a note for the each of the year. That's a really nice idea too.
Yes. The other thing I was thinking is, like I know, and I just am laying these out. You can lay them out however you want. My math mind says 3 across and 4 down. And we have the numbers here. They're all different. And I'm just going to show you here. We're going to punch out some background, and these will all be ready for you. I just wanted to add this touch here. We won't put all the numbers on, but I'll just give you an idea. So, but we will put these on. I found that the glue works best to put these on.
Okay.
So when you do this, because you might put something in here, and as you put something in here, it kind of brings your edges up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I put the glue in a square in the center of the envelope.
Okay.
So that there's a little bit of play and it won't rip the paper.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to set it this way, and we're just going to put it down, and then you're going to push down in the center and make sure that it adheres, and then you're going to let it sit for a bit, and you're going to see your edges come up. But if you use a permanent glue or a permanent adhesive, they won't actually come off the paper, but you'll have a little bit of play so that you can put something in your envelope. The other thing that will be in your kit that I will show you right now is there will be these little Velcro dots, and that's what's going to hold your envelope down. And you will have enough to do each envelope. You'll have the fabric side and the teeth side. I don't use Velcro that much, so I don't know what the specifics are called, and I did this before. I stuck the adhesive part on the fabric. So you're just going to stick them together like this. They are very sticky. You can also sometimes use the tip of scissors. That way, to kind of
place it where you need to.
Place it where you need to. So we're just placing it on that little, you place one side on the corner there of the envelope, and then you push it down. And now you will be able to open the envelope close the envelope so that they don't hang open, because they will hang open like this if you don't do that. Right. So, and then as for the numbers, you will get 12 numbers, and some of my numbers ended up on the floor. So this would be 10, 11, 12. So here's number 10. And I started working from the bottom so that I know that I have my spacing correct, but you can always just do it however you like to work. So then you put your number on there in the center of that. And then you're going to put a little bit of glue, and you're going to remember that this is going to, And you can do them however you want. You can put it up here so that it's completely on your top, or you can put it so it covers the tip of the envelope. I'm going to just put it on the tip of the envelope. And when you put your glue on, it will hold. You're just going to put it on the end there on the tip, and then you're going to push it down. And then after the glue dries, you'll be able to
that is so cute.
move them up and down. So now to embellish a little bit on the edges, we're going to just glue these envelopes down now along this edge so that we can see how much space we have at the top. I maximized the space of the 12 by 12 paper and the size of the envelope to get that way you'd have as much space. The envelopes would be big enough so that you could have enough room to put a little something in. And we're just going to put a little bit of glue here. And a little bit of this glue does go a long way. So we're just going to do this. I think we'll put a green one up there. So we have in your glue, these will be available for purchase in the store. Sometimes they do get clogged. The glue will dry in them from after each use.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just take a push pin and just push it down in and clear that glue that's dried up in there, and then you'll be back in business. So let's do this one. And you can see that I'm coming to the end of my glue. I need to add more to my little bottle. I like the little bottles. They're easier to grab. And
So you're filling them up a lot.
Actually, I've used that for quite a while and haven't had to fill it up because a little bit of this glue goes a long way. I've done a lot of projects, surprisingly. You do have to fill them up more frequently, yes, than the bigger bottles, but sometimes, and you can see I'm trying to move that. This glue adheres very quickly. So we're just going to do this one. And see, I almost stuck it on the corner, which if you stick it on the corner, you'll still be fine. You just have to be gentle with your envelope. So in this way, well, they can be opened anyways, but my kids used to sometimes, when they were older, this is when they were teenagers, they'd literally take the whole thing apart and take all the pieces out.
Yeah.
The first day I was like, oh. So
that's no fun.
That is no fun. So we have, I have a border here. This is cut with a border punch. And you could use either side. I'm going to use the darker brown side, and I am going to just adhere that on the edge here for a little bit of embellishment on the side. Yeah,
that way you guys can see a little bit clearer.
Yeah.
She did the L in the envelopes to save time, but to show you where the extra is on the side of the calendar so you can do that embellishment.
Yes, and you could have the extra on either side. You wish.
Yeah, make it your own.
Make it, yes, absolutely. That's the fun thing about this. And then I'm just going to take my folder here and just go along there so that I'm sure that the glue is flattened out and that the piece is adhered to the back. So, and these little edges, they're not glued down. They'll be totally fine. And then I also have a sticker here of frosting that I am going to add as a little bit of embellishment. And like I said, all the embellishments will be different and you
can choose to use them or not.
Correct. We're just putting a little frosting on our chocolate cookies.
each thing is very different.
Yes, each will be very different. So, and then I have
Sorry, I'm coughing, everybody.
along the top here, we'll just put some gingerbread houses as a border. So this is usually where I stand up because I'm short, so it helps me see.
You're doing well.
So you'll put that there. And put that down. So, and there's our border, and then I have these little snowflakes, and they're all attached, and I think I'm just
those
gonna
are cute.
cut them apart
Oh yeah.
to separate them a bit. And I'm just using a pair of microtip scissors to just easily cut them out. And since they're snowflakes, it's not going to matter. And I have this cute little reindeer here that we're going to put. So we will put the reindeer here at the top. And then we'll add a couple of snowflakes around him. And then we'll be all embellished. And even if he sticks off a little bit, that's okay. And then we'll put
Well, that looks so cute.
one here.
Hi, Cindy. She says it looks great.
Oh, thanks, Cindy. One there.
There's a lot of Cindy's here. So this one was Cindy Ivy.
Oh, hi, Cindy Ivy. I know, it's so hard.
We love our Cindy's.
We do. So we'll put one down here. This a way of, and then we can put one
This
over
is a
there in
very
the
cute,
corner.
very cute idea. And this is something that you can do on Thanksgiving with your kids.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Make them for
Absolutely.
grandpa and the aunts, your
Mhm.
relatives. All the kids can sit down and make these, right
Absolutely.
after you eat everything.
Yes,
at
after you
Thanksgiving.
stuff yourself, then
It gives the kids something to do
it gives the kids something to do.
if they're crafty.
Yes.
I know not necessarily a boy would love to do. Not every boy. There are boys that like to
There are
craft,
boys
but
that- yeah. So I'm going to make hole punches here, and I will, where did I put my hole puncher? I tried to clear off as many things. There it is. It's hiding. I tried to clear off as many things as I could so that they wouldn't. So I will actually punch the holes for you in the board. So when you get your board, it will have the holes in it. When you put your top piece on, and actually one of the top pieces will be punched as well. That way,
it's just easy.
it'll just be easy for you. Because I'm going to do it roughly at 2.5 on each side. And I'm going to go through the border. If you add a border, you can, if you have a hole punch, you can punch that before you put it on. Or you can just take a pair of scissors and put a little hole in it. That way you can put your ribbon through.
Yeah, I think a little notch in this with the scissors should be enough in case people don't want to put the border on
right
at the top.
Right. So that way, yeah. So then we're just going to tie, and it depends if you want your knot. If you can make a nice knot, you can put your knot in the front. If you can't, you can put your knot in the back. And you can make the ribbon as long as you need. These are a great thing. It could hang on the refrigerator, or you don't have to put the ribbon in it. You can set them on an easel or a stand like Tara has. So, and we're just going to tie just a little knot here and pull it to the end. If you're going to have them show, you can always trim the edges of your knot or of your ribbon to take the fray off to make them pretty. And you just tie this way, make your knot tight, because it's a smaller hole, so the knot, we're not using real thin ribbon. So
Oh, and then it looks so nice.
and then there's your project.
That is very nice.
So
And here's a finished one that Lisa's put together for everybody so that they can see the finished look. This would be great on your refrigerator. You can hang it literally anywhere in your home.
Yeah.
These are available. You said $14.95, and you can come and pick one of these up. If you comment in the comments there that you would like one, I will put one aside for you, and we can hold that and get it ready for you. So that was our workshop Wednesday today. We're going to let Lisa sit here and finish these. And we want to thank Lisa for being here today to show us this craft. And she is here with the Paper Patch Crafters ladies. There are at least 3 ladies, and they have each a booth here at the Outpost. And they offer 3 different kinds of paper patch crafting items and things that you can come on in and grab as a workshop kit.
Yes.
And that is our workshop Wednesday for today. So I thank you guys so much for watching. And we will check you out the next time, next week, around 1.
1-ish.
1-ish, yeah.
Thank you for having me, Tara. This
You're
was a lot of fun.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.